What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Look, I have to go live really quick because, like I said, I'm gonna step up, my engagement, and report things as they happen, as much as I can. So I want to show you guys how weak our TWU union leadership is. And before I start, what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to post the article inside the group and pin it so you guys can see for yourself how weak our union leadership is. So you guys know of the narrative where the union was like, look, our naysayers were saying that, we shouldn't have agreed to this contract because now look what's happened to all the other city unions. They can't get a contract. They can't do this. They can't do that. That is bull. That is straight up some bull crap. I just pinned the chief article on this thread showing you that the EMS union just secured a better contract for their workers in the middle of a pandemic more than transit workers before the pandemic came. Local 100 was saying that no city unions will be able to solidify a good contract for their members because they just don't have the money to fulfill these contracts. That is BS. That is BS. I'm going to read to you guys what the EMS union, FDNY union, new wage rates are. The EMTs will be making $74,100 after 20 years. Some people would be like, well, that's after 20 years. Well, let me ask you guys this. Our base salary is only $72,000 for a train operator with no overtime. Base salary is like $72,000. You got train operators on the job after 20 years making that amount of salary, right? Making that amount of salary. The city, the FDNY union secured a better deal for their workers than Local 100 did for us in the middle of a pandemic. Paramedics will now be making $91,000. That's crazy. Local 100 made an excuse and said that we happy that we settled our contract when we did because if we would have listened to the naysayers, we wouldn't have got a good contract. Well, somebody explained to me how the FDNY union, the EMS unions, they reach a 4-year deal contract in the middle of a pandemic. How did that work? And this is what I mean when I say our union leadership is super weak. They would tell us anything because they don't know anything. They not fighters. They keep saying they battle tested. How's they battle tested? Look at this. It's probably going to be backwards for you guys, but this say EMS unions, city reach agreement on 4-year deal. And it also says the city EMTs, paramedics, and fire inspectors and EMS officers will see a significant bump in wages under a contract deal reached August 5th between de Blasio administration and unions representing those titles. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Local 100 said they couldn't secure us. They wouldn't been able to secure us good raises in the middle of a pandemic. Well, how did these unions do it? Local 100 couldn't secure us a good raise prior to a pandemic. This administration couldn't get us a good raise the past decade. But these unions in the same city that we do, that we work in, how were they able to secure a significant pay bump in the middle of a pandemic? So Local 100, Tony Utano, none of the VPs could use the excuse, well, we wouldn't have got a contract if we would have waited. Well, how these city unions get contracts? How these city unions get contracts? This show you how weak our union leadership is. It is sad. It is disgusting. And they shouldn't even be breathing for a union rep spot right now. They shouldn't in no way, shape, form, or fashion even be thinking about representing us next cycle. This proves to you how weak and incompetent they are. And every time I see something, I'm going to point it out. Look. A matter of fact, all of these transit unions are horrible. You got, I think ATU, they don't have a contract right now. How is that? When de Blasio is negotiating with the city workers, he backed up that parade for city workers and gave them, the EMT FDNY union, a great contract. Roydell, you right. They've been getting kickbacks. Local 100 been getting kickbacks. I think, 2 contracts ago that we got $5 million from the MTA, that's a kickback. That's a kickback. So we are in a super weak position right now. Our union leadership is probably the weakest in the city. Something to think about. Like I said, I want you guys to ponder. Look, it's the article. You can read the article yourself. The article is pinned inside this video. It's right there in the comments. Read the article yourself. Read the deal that they got. They got a deal in the middle of a pandemic when Local 100 was bragging and boasting and saying, hey, aren't we glad that we settled for crumbs? Because if we didn't settle for these crumbs, then we would have went without a contract. And false, fake news. Oh, nobody ain't gonna be able to get a contract in the middle of a pandemic. And wrong again. People getting contracts. I see you, Todd. You believe it was 6 million? What's the difference? A kickback is a kickback. A kickback is a kickback. All these transit unions leaders, they are trash. Every single last one of them. I'm calling all of them out. They are trash. They can't secure us good contracts outside of a pandemic. Could you imagine what kind of contract they go secure for us after a pandemic? We go get nothing. We go at least 2 to 4 years without a raise. We go at least 2 to 4 years without a raise. But this is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all voted in. The get along, the go along, get along gang. This is what y'all voted in. This is what y'all want. Y'all want a whole bunch of people who don't know what they talking about. The only thing they say is, oh, I have experience. Let me tell you something. Just because you've been in a position for a long time don't mean they don't got no experience in winning. You got experience in selling members out. I give you guys that. That's what y'all experience reign supreme. Y'all experience reign supreme when it comes to selling the members out. That's where y'all strongest at. Bowing down, being on y'all knees. When it comes to being 10 toes down, when it comes to being intelligent, when it comes to being logical, y'all dudes have no experience in that. Y'all got experience in kissing Cuomo butt, going on your knees to the MTA, fake fighting, being magicians, 3-card Monty, technology. That's what y'all experiencing. I never seen anything like it, man. I really hope that y'all got to share out this video. Y'all got to share out this video, because if we don't share out this video and share out this information, I'm talking about all the videos. Look at I just did a live yesterday ranting on facts of how weak our union leadership is. Facts. Yeah, we got the Me Too clause. That Me Too clause ain't worth the paper it's typed on. When the MTA ever looked out for us and gave us anything? But the thing is that the union recognized how weak they are. That's why we the only union that celebrate crumbs. We are the only union that celebrate crumbs. People make the argument, You know, we not even the highest paid in the city. We probably, out of all the out of the big unions in the city, we probably the least paid. That's something to think about. That's something to think about. We have the weakest union. When you look at the amount of ass they kiss, you look at the amount of ass they kiss and the results we get from them kissing ass. Are they even kissing ass? Like, what's going on here? You expect if someone to kiss ass, you're going to see some tangible results. These dudes kiss ass and the members don't see nothing, because it goes back to the video, my video from last night. It goes back to that. It goes back to, they don't do it for the members. They don't kiss ass to get tangible gains for the members. They kiss ass for their own personal political motivations. That's why they do it. It's not about the members. You have traditional unionism that Mike Quill came from, and then you got this modern day unionism, which John Samuelson is carrying the flag. He's a modern day unionist, and modern day unionists put themselves first before the members. They only care about their own political career. They lie to the members. They disenfranchise the members by dismantling educational departments, dismantling committees like the Women's Committee. You know, under this administration, what happened to the Women's Committee this past decade? I don't care what they did this past year. What happened to the Women's Committee this past decade? They want to talk about Cuomo and sexual harassment and things of that nature. They don't get along too well with women either. What happened to the women's programs inside Local 100? What happened with that? Kemp said dismantling shop stewards. I don't even think they know what a shop steward is. They use shop stewards here as you know, when you leave in the club and people out there handing out the flyers, that's what they use shop stewards for, promotional pieces. That's a fact. You get what you negotiate. And they do more negotiating for themselves. All of this is a smokescreen. Of course, they supposed to say, we not selling you out. They supposed to say, it's members first. They supposed to say that. They not that dumb, right? Now, this is where we say actions is louder than words. What are they actions saying? Are they actions saying that members first? Are they actions saying that we're not going to sell you guys out? What are they actions saying? Don't pay attention to the message. Pay attention to their actions. What are they words say that they battle tested. What are they actions saying? When they're in a battle, for some reason, they always fold in like lawn chairs. And guess what the members do? We believe what they say. Why we believe what they say? Because we don't pay attention to politics. We don't want to get involved with politics. A lot of people don't know what good is. A lot of people don't do the research to compare and contrast what other unions get and what we got. For some reason, when this Local 100 leadership fell, or they try to make an excuse why we got a minimal raise, the first thing they do is compare and contrast. What do? They say pattern bargaining. What is pattern bargaining? When they use the phrase pattern bargaining, they trying to compare our raise points to other unions' raise points. We got to follow a pattern. That's BS. So they could compare and contrast when they wanted to solidify their narrative. But when we compare and contrast, it's different, it's different, it's different. No, it's not no different. It's not no different. You guys are just a whole bunch of liars and magicians. Horrible magicians to the intelligent. But this is what they do. This is what they do. Pattern bargaining. Well, how come the EMS, the FDNY, and these unions, or whatever the case is, how come they secure more than what we got? It's different. No, it's different. It's pattern bargaining, buddy. It's pattern bargaining. They use the excuses that's going to benefit their narrative. They can't even stand upright with us. They can't even be honest and say, you know what, we fell. Because it's not about the members. It's about them. It's about them staying away from their tools. It's about them never to work for the transit authority again. They are representing, think about this. They are representing members that they don't even want to work. They don't even want to do our work anymore, but they want to represent us. What kind of sense does that make? That's why they come off with this superiority attitude versus inferiority. They think that the members is inferior to them. They think they superior to us. That's the lie that they sell. This is the lie that they sell. And we fall for it time and time and time again. But this is going to be the awakening. These guys got to go. Everything they touch, they destroy. And they don't have the skill, the knowledge, the experience to build it back. And if we keep losing, right now we at the point of no return. Some of the stuff we ain't go get back. That's how much they destroyed a lot of the gains that we got. Right now, I don't even know. It's gonna take a serious action for us to get a significant raise, because they not doing enough to get us a significant raise. But we got to think about our future as a union, our future of taking care of our families, our future of healthcare, our future of work rules, our future of being retired. Because I'm gonna tell you this, like I said in my video yesterday, you guys need to go back and watch that. Like I said yesterday, the retirees, they have a disconnect. They saying, hey, I'm almost at the end. This is y'all guys' fight. Oh yeah? You know what's going to happen if they stay in office? They're going to start selling out retirees. Well, Tramel, how can they sell out retirees if we retire? We don't have a contract no more. Well, don't you got health care? You got health care, right? You don't think that they could bargain away your health care, your level of coverage? When do transit workers get sick most? A lot of transit workers get sick after retirement. So picture you getting sick in this union administration bargaining away your retiree benefits. Oh, you're going to be affected, and you're going to be messed up. You want to know why you're going to be messed up? Because you can't even vote. You just got to roll with the punches. You can't even vote once you retired, and the union start messing with your retiree benefits. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? Now, when you had a voice, you didn't care with voting. But when you retire, you're not going to have a voice. And this union administration will have your retiree benefits right in the palm of their hand. And you can't do nothing about it. They can make you mad. You can't even vote them out. You can't even vote them out. Hold on, let me put something in the chat real quick. I'm gonna put something in the chat. But this is crazy. This is crazy. What they doing is insane. What they doing is insane. They make excuse after excuse. They got an excuse for everything. They can never be men and women and say, hey, you know what, we screwed up. My mother always said, be careful of people who got an excuse for everything. They can't even own up to their mistakes. They can't own up to their mistakes. To me, that's an issue. That's an issue. Ask the union what they ever did wrong. They gonna say nothing. Ask them what their parents ever did wrong. They gonna be like, oh, I remember when my parent never got me that toy. See how crazy that sounds? This is what they do. This is what they do. I definitely need you guys. To support the platform. I put the Cash App. The Cash App is Progressive Action 100. Definitely hit that Cash App. I'm gonna keep this information coming fluidly, as often as possible, and because it's important. It's important for me to educate you guys. Local 100 don't think that it's important for you to educate you guys. They think that let's demand to the shop steward class. Let's not put nothing on social media. Look at our union website. Go to our union website. You see anything educational on there? You see anything that's beneficial to the members up there? There's nothing on that union website that can educate a member. There's nothing up there. But this is what we dealing with. This is what we dealing with. I need you guys to definitely hit that Cash App, Progressive Action 100. I'll catch you guys later. Listen, read that article. That article is pinned in the comment. When I get off, read that article, post it in Progressive Action, and let's discuss it. Peace.